3 nights it kind of is a bit of a unique place really. Sorry, I just completely got distracted by a nice view. Which we'll put like the details in the comments because it's kind of a little bit more complicated than most of the places we stayed at. But yeah, we'll put like a link to the website. Basically it's a place for full-time van lifers. So we stayed there for 3 nights and just had a bit of time to, I did a bit of work, Tom did a bit of YouTube, we had a roast dinner, made an apple crumble, did some painting, just had a bit of time out really, the things that we would probably do at home if on a Sunday. So now we are heading to Paisley to go and get some LPG because we've smashed it, obviously with being cold. Weve got a heater on, so our heater is a dual heater, it works on electric and gas, but it's much more effective with gas. Sat-nav's driving me mad, it keeps interrupting me. Yeah, so anyway, we've smashed the LPG, so we're going to go and get some LPG from Paisley, which is kind of out of the way a little bit, but we just didn't want to be without it really. And then we're heading up to Loch Lomond. So we thought today I need to do a bit more work, so I'm going to go and find a cafe to do some work in. And Phoebe's going to come with me and do some sort of like home-ed stuff, and Tom and Elle are going to go to the aquarium, which is in Loch Lomond. So yeah, we're hopefully gonna just get some shopping from Paisley, I think there's like a Morrison's. So yeah, we've got a bit of a productive day, and then hopefully we're going to camp, park up around Loch Lomond. Last time we visited Loch Lomond, we did notice there's loads of places to kind of park around there. We didn't have our van then, but there's lots of places, and looking on kind of search for sites to park tonight, there's lots of places around it, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to find somewhere. So that is the plan for the next kind of few hours.
So we've just stopped for the night at a little place called Tarbet, I think. There's a couple of motorhome pitches on a car park, council run car park with a couple of motorhome pitches. So we've just stopped, going to stop for the night. It's literally right next to Loch Lomond, which is just across that way out the van. So yeah, just stop for the night and then move on again in the morning.
So just to show you what the park up's like, so there's just over there, so the grey waste here, water, toilet waste, whatever it's called, rubbish. There's like a donation point, I'm guessing if you don't sleep over, and then there's these like 2 bays which at the moment are massive. There is a road behind it, which is at this time of year not too busy. It is like 5 o'clock now, so it's obviously kind of rush hour. But yeah, basically you just pay for day parking and then you pay for kind of night parking. But yeah, as you can see, we're like right on Loch Lomond, which is nice. We have actually parked here before in the car. There's like a nice little cafe and toilets and things, so yeah, it's quite a nice little spot really on the way to the rest of the west coast. You can just see there's snow on the mountains. It feels really cold actually tonight, starting to feel kind of much icier. We weren't sure whether there was going to be any spaces left because there's only 2, which is strange because there's definitely more space for more, but I have read on search for sites that they're doing it up at the moment, so I think it's literally they've just finished doing work here. But yeah, I don't know whether there'll be more spaces, but it's quite a good little stopover really.
Hi everyone, we've just stopped at our first campsite of the journey now, really because we desperately need to do some washing. We've been staying at the cheapest stops we can, which have been good. Last night was just £7 on Loch Lomond, one of the council run car parks. So yeah, we've had to splash out a little bit for this evening, but yeah, it was a necessity, unfortunately. So yeah, we're not too sure what we're going to do tomorrow yet again, we're still just taking it day by day. So yeah, we'll keep everyone updated. Everyone's heard of the NC500. We're doing the Kintyre 66, I think it's called, around the Kintyre Peninsula. The lady at the place where we've just stayed gave us a leaflet and said it's a good drive. Pretty much single track roads so far, which have been fun. A few lorries we've encountered, but all part of the fun and games. Made our way down to the very bottom of the Kintyre Peninsula. We're stopping for a park up at South End Beach. We're just having a walk along the beach now. It's pretty cold again. The wind's biting, the sea's just blue as anything. Barney's having a run around. The girls are just down there. So yeah, we're going to stay for the night. Back, have some food, some coffee, then we're going to head back up the Kintyre Peninsula up the other side, where we've opposite sides which we've driven today. Potentially stop at one of the piers to park up there. Yeah, we're settling into van life a bit now. Getting used to a bit of a routine. It's been a good week so far. We've been on the road for a week now. So yeah, see, we're going to keep heading up north after our little visit down here.
So you can probably hear owls playing on the switch in the background, but we're at this lovely park up, which we'll put a little bit more information about on even, but this is kind of what we're doing at the moment. So the lady in the campsite gave us this map. It's called the Kintyre 66. So we started, where did we start? Here-ish.
Somewhere, I think.
So we went to Tarbert. We've been to Tarbert before, and we've done this section of coast before we had the van. Before we had a van. But then today we drove down here. The roads were like absolutely tiny. Tom was driving. He did most of the driving, and it did drive him mad. Pardon the pun. And then we've kind of driven down to. We went to I don't know how you say that. Apologies, Scottish people. Campbellton maybe. And then we drove down, and then we are now, whereabouts is it? Here at the bottom, which is the most beautiful stopover. We'll do a little video about that in the morning. And then, yeah, we're going to go back up this way, and then back up. One of our favourite beaches of all time is here, although this one, to be fair, is, I mean, equally gorgeous. Yeah, the beach along here, what's it called? Westport has always been like one of our favourites. And then we're going to drive back up. You can get the ferry from here to Gia, I think that's how you say it. So we might stay at the port there, not to go over this time, but I have done that before. But we might stay there because we've heard there's a nice park up, and then drive back up. But yeah, this part of Scotland is just absolutely gorgeous. It's so quiet. It's just, even in the summer, we came in August once, didn't we, in the car, and
yeah, came in August.
It is just
a few years ago now. Yeah,
it's gorgeous. So can totally recommend coming, even like I said, even if it is in August, it's so beautiful. We've just been for a walk on the beach, just having a cup of tea, and then we're gonna make some food. But yeah, where we're parked is lovely, but we'll show a bit more in the morning. We've had not kind of done any recording for a couple of days, been a couple of days off of it. So what have we done? We left here, and then we had a couple of days around that part of the coast still, Kintyre, and then went up to, how do you say it? Loch Ilford. Apologies, Scottish people. And we stayed on this really nice park up that was like the locks of a canal, which we liked because it was a bit like home for us. Then we kind of we went to Oban just to kind of restock and get food and different things. And then these roads are on there. And then last night we stayed at this really cute park up, which I will put the name in the video because I definitely can't say it, which was really lovely, really kind of isolated. We were the only people around really. That was nice, and we're just heading back to Oban now just to let the girls have a little look around the shops because they've not really seen any civilization for a while. And then we're staying in a campsite tonight near Ben Nevis. Again, we need to do laundry. We've all run out of pants, haven't we, girls? And we need to empty our toilet. We're finding the services like around here, like they've definitely kind of really got less common. So whereas before we were able to find lots of places to empty the toilet, get water, get LPG, it's definitely getting harder. The kind of the more north we're going, or whether it's just this part of Scotland, I'm not sure. So yeah, we've kind of been winging it really with what we're going to do, but because we've got to get back for something at home, then because of that we've got to kind of, we've only got sort of a week and a half really to get back. But obviously we're quite far up now, so we need to allow a few days to get back to Shropshire, Staffordshire. So we are heading up to Skye. We're going to start going up to Skye from, like I said, we're stopping at Ben Nevis and then go to kind of try and do a bit of Skye before we head back down. I think we might, depending on time, we might come back through Glen Coe, just because it kind of makes sense to do that, and we've not done that. So yeah, and then we'll start heading back down. And then we've got a few weeks, and then we've got our tunnel booked to France. So yeah, we're absolutely blown away by Scotland. We have been obviously before a few times, we've loved it every time, but just has completely exceeded all expectations really. Just amazing, people have just been so lovely, the scenery's obviously amazing. Yeah, so we'll be really looking forward to coming back.
Embark roundabout, take the second exit onto A82.
I always seem to start these videos when I'm on a windy road. So we realised that making plans doesn't always work. So we were hoping to go to Skye, as I said before, for a few days, but the weather looks like it's not great. It's quite windy. When you like spend a lot of time in a van, you become experts at like what sort of level of wind you can cope with, and yeah, it's not great for the next few days. So especially Sunday's really windy. So we thought that we would save Skye and wait and try and go after that, because the weather kind of really calms down after Sunday, which is today is Thursday. So yeah, we've just kind of on a bit of a whim decided to go to Loch Ness. We were telling the kids about it and they were quite interested. Also gives us an opportunity to have a look at it, see a bit more scenery, which is obviously really lovely everywhere. So yeah, we're going to go to Loch Ness, see what happens really. We've also booked in to go to stay at the same place that we just stayed in last night at Ben Nevis. Like, it's literally like at the bottom of Ben Nevis, Fort William, because it was really sheltered, and even though it was really windy yesterday, it was a really sheltered spot. So we've kind of booked into there for the Sunday, and then we're going to head to Skye after that for a few days. So it doesn't give us that long in Skye, but we're not that far away from it there. So we just thought, well, we'll just go, and then we can kind of see what it's like, and then obviously we can go there again another time. Yeah, so that's the plan for now. Who knows, it may change.
we decided to get our boots on. Here we go. I'm just going lively. Of course, it bashed down with rain on the chair they carried up, so we're all freezing. We're going to make the most of it. The girl's going to do a bit of sledging, I think. Just show you there. There's the girls up there. So high up, we're in Glen Coe. So we parked here for the night and then made a decision this morning to come off. So yeah, this is go on to some snow. We found it.
I'm videoing him.